Dr. Stephen Alonso here of the Flat Earth University. Today we're going to talk about the final debate coming up this Saturday. And I want to make a very clear statement that every flat earther has an obligation to attend, or else they have to make their own $250 donation to a charity. That is the only way I see it. And I'm talking about those of us who have the ability to present. Those of us who have YouTube channels, may have written books, articles, those of us who argue and teach that there is a flat earth. We have the ability to. Not some of our followers who believe in flat earth but never made their own content. I'm talking about those of us who have the ability to present. If we choose not to, the only valid and acceptable excuse is if you make your own $250 donation to another charity. And if so, that's perfectly fine. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm talking about is when you choose not to, you're now putting a suffering child at harm. That $250 that Will is going to give, you're taking that away from a suffering child. Now, for those of you who don't know the final debate, those of us who are flat earthers, if we show up and talk to Will, he will be giving $250 to the Exodus Road. And it looks very legitimate as well. So this is going to be like a real thing that you are choosing to opt out on. And it really doesn't matter about flat earth at all. It comes down to you choosing your fear of looking embarrassed, fear of looking stupid. You're choosing that because you can still come argue flat earth and fail, be embarrassed. It doesn't matter. That child is still going to get the $250. So much like a lot of the stuff I say, I tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. If you're making a choice not to show up, you're not a man. And this is why you don't like who you are as a person. And a lot of us, we don't like who we are because we have nothing to contribute to the world. We've done nothing. We have no free apps. We have no, like nothing. We have no content. We don't even volunteer at the animal shelter. I'm thinking back to high school. They force us to do, I think, 40 hours of community service. For a lot of us, that's the best we've ever done in our life. And it ends there. We don't help homeless people. We drive past them. So it's actually kind of important. And I look at my own life as well. I wish I was rich and could give money to people all around, but I can't as well. I'm just a normal person. So for me, when the opportunity presents itself, which it has, where I can do something, probably like it'll take half an hour, and then $250 goes to help a suffering child, that's extremely awesome. There's no valid excuse not to, except if you're going to make your own $250 donation to a charity. This is what separates the men from the boys, the people who can walk into a room and actually have respect because they know they've done something with their lives, as opposed to those who just sit around and, no, take action. So I urge every flat earther who has the ability to, you have to, or you're going to feel shame. It's a shameful thing not to do that. And it's going to eat at you for the rest of your life. Unless you make your own $250 donation. That is a valid excuse. And if you have the money, sure, do it. But other than that, you're taking away from a suffering child so that you can choose to maybe not look embarrassed. And that's pathetic.